In the late 70s, I was asked to discontinue the Green Bullet. Suitable for public address, recording, radio, telephone equipment, and similar applications. The Green Bullet was aimed at the two-way radio market. It wasn't selling very well through the distributors that sold two-way radio applications. So we thought, well, if they're not selling it, no one else is selling it, let's get rid of it. We got overwhelmed with letters from harmonica players saying, are you guys out of your mind? This is the best harmonica microphone in the world.
I started using the Green Bullet when Big Walter Horton came to New York City, and he had this big green microphone in his hands. A more knowledgeable harmonica player than I was said, that's a Green Bullet, man, that's a Green Bullet.
I walked into my music store in my hometown and I said, I want to get that sound. And the guy, he reached behind the counter, he goes, clunk, this is what you need. And I said, that's it, right? That's the sound. And he goes, that's the sound.
I didn't even have an amplifier. But I had my Green Bullet, you know, and well, I've had it ever since.
Sugar Blue is a huge influence. The guy who really started doing all the stratospheric high-end runs that characterize the genre today. Plus, he also played with the Rolling Stones.
Jagger asked me, hey man, how do you hold your microphone? When it sounds like this, when it sounds like that, you know you've got a good cup. The way you hold the harp, the way you hold the mic, it's a marriage. And if you don't get it right, you end up with a divorce.
Where did the actual look of it come from? And I started looking at Oldsmobile catalogs from the 30s, and sure enough, this looks like the headlamp. Did a little research into our archives and found the receipt for a 1935 Oldsmobile touring car that Mr. Shure had bought. His headlamps on those 1935 Oldsmobile looked just like that. The actual first Bullet microphone came out in 1939. It was called the Streamliner, and it was a crystal microphone. They were one of the first types of microphones. When the war came along, there was a development called the controlled magnetic, or also known as a controlled reluctance microphone. The controlled magnetic was actually far more reliable under battle conditions. It's my belief that the first time we made controlled magnetics was during the war. The Green Bullet was, to my knowledge, the first controlled magnetic that was made for the public. So we actually made it for the two-way radio market from 1949 up to nearly 1980. And we really were a bit unaware of them being used for harmonicas.
All of the cats used it. You guys, you make something and it's designed for one purpose. And then an artist comes along and says, but we can do this with it.
For sure, it's yet another one of the products that we brought out for one reason. The market found another reason, and has a life cycle that's almost unbelievable.
It's one of those seminal microphones. It's one of those classic sounds.
It's what you really expect and want from a microphone. It stands up, it delivers, and more than that, you can't ask.
I just have to say it's the sound of the blues.
Thank you.